Blog Talk Radio. You were tuned in to another episode of Endie Fiya with your girl, Nakia. I am so excited to be here with you guys this evening for so many different reasons. First off, thank you so much for those of you who sent up, words of encouragement and your thoughts and your prayers for my kid's dog. I know, sounds funny, I know. But after 6.5 weeks, the dog has returned home. He didn't return home. My son actually found him today. He wasn't really lost either. It's so strange that people say animals have more rights than humans do. And I found that to be true during, this last 6.5 weeks, all that we've gone through and trying to, find this missing dog. But there's so many apps that are out there that allow us to alert neighbors in our neighborhood and our subdivision. And with the help of our neighborhood, oh my gosh, and when I tell you these people are vigilant around here when it comes to animals, with the help of our neighbors, texting, calling, all times of the day and the night, letting us know what they spotted, the dog, we were finally able to catch him today, kind of like trap him and get him brought home, take him to the vet, make sure there's nothing wrong, no ticks and no fleas and none of that stuff. Give him a good bath and get him back on his medication because he does have seizures, and he seems to be all well. So thank you for everybody who did, offer your words of encouragement to my kids because it's my son who's deployed. It's his dog. So, being in Kuwait and having to worry about where your lost dog is has been major hell for him. Like, he was ready to come home over this dog. Yeah. I don't think Uncle Sam was going to let him do that. Nevertheless, the dog is home. Again, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. In other news, if you follow me on social media, something huge happened on Tuesday night. Tuesday, we extended our condolences on behalf of the show to my family in the passing of my grandmother. Tuesday night, after going through so much that day, I finally got that email that lets us all know that Endie Fiya is now on iHeartRadio. So if you missed that, you must be up under a rock because it's everywhere. It's huge. That was our number one goal for 2020. And I can mark that off the list. Everything else after that is piece of cake. It's piece of cake now, all right? Because that, for me, that is huge. That is huge for me. And that was my goal for this show. And we did it. And I want to thank all of our former guests, our listening audience, live listeners, as well as those who listen to all of the playback shows, our followers on all of our platforms, our supporters. I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. And so now it's just only up, and away from here. All right? Very quickly, we're closing out the month of February tonight. All right, we do have a show on Saturday. Susie and I are back on the couch with that bottle of wine, giving you some interesting topics. Yeah, we got a few topics that we've been sent in. So we're going to be talking about, things from prostrate. That's the right word? Prostate. Prostate, yeah. All right, so prostate, health, and I think I got a question about, let's see, something about kids and your career goals for, your children and if they were going to be the same or different. And thank you for that question. It's a good question. We got some more, spicier questions that we're going to throw in the mix as well. So 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday, the 29th. That officially closes out the month of February. And then back here on Monday, we began Quest of a Woman. I've talked about this for the past month. I am so excited. I thought it wasn't going to come together, but it did. It's coming together wonderfully. Quest of a Woman is where we here at Endie Fiya, March is Women's History Month, and so we will be celebrating women in the arts, music, and entertainment industries. And we're bringing in some women who have made major accomplishments in, I'm sorry, let me take that back. All of you women have made major moves in your respective industries. But these women, they've touched me in many different ways. And so we're bringing these women on to share their wisdom, their knowledge, their experiences, their success stories, their failures, of course, their music, their passion. We're bringing them in throughout the month of March to celebrate Quest of a Woman, right? So Monday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Detroit R&B sensation Lady Bane will be here with us. So excited to have her here. Then on Tuesday, yes, I see you, love. Tuesday, who's Tuesday? Tuesday, March the 3rd, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will have international jazz sensation Stephanie Janot will be here with us, right? Then on Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, add a little flavor to the mix. Miss Asia Brown, little hip-hop artist. She's a spicy one. I'm telling you, she's a spicy one. I can't wait to drink it up with Miss Asia Brown. All right? So, again, if you can't make them all, please, please, please do not miss them all. How many 90s babies? I got to listen to them right now. 90s babies? Nah. Not 90s babies. How many of you grew up in the 90s? There we go. Like me. How many of you were teenagers in the 90s? Yes? All right. Here we go. Remember Super Soakers? Well, they're coming back. The original Super Soakers are coming back, all right? Be excited. Get ready. Your summer's off to an amazing start already, okay, because of that right there. The 3 original Super Soakers, the 100, the Super Soaker 30, and the Super Soaker 10 will be coming back, all exclusive to Target, but they have new names, all right? New names. So you got the Super Soaker XP 100. That's going to be $17.88. The Super Soaker XP 30, that's going to be $12.99. And then the Super Soaker XP 20, that's going to be $7.99. We don't want that little one. When you play with Super Soakers, you need that big one, all right? You need a big one. I hope that's the backpack one. Oh, I'm excited. My kids, they in for a treat this summer. I'm going to wear their ass out. Yes, all summer long. I'm excited. Speaking of summer, have you seen the teaser for Candyman? It dropped today. Candyman. Y'all know Candyman, right? Candyman. Okay, somebody send me a quick message because when I was growing up, you couldn't say Candyman in the mirror 3 times as what I thought it was. And somebody else said the same thing. But now it's like you can't say it in the mirror 5 times. So is it 5 or 3? Tell me because I really need to know. So I don't want to get in the mirror and be like 2 times and I got to stop or 4 times and I got to stop. I need to know. But Jordan Peele is the director. You know Jordan Peele. Yeah, Toy Story 4, Black Klansman, Us, yes, Get Out, yeah, Captain Underpants. That's the same Jordan Peele, yeah. So, movie's not coming out no time soon, but while we get these Super Soakers ready, you know what I'm saying? Jordan Peele, Candyman, June, summer, June. Got it? Got the correlation? So after you leave the movie theater, then we got a game of freeze tag and Super Soaker. All right? Cool? Yes. Make sure you be there with me. All right? What else is going on? RZA. This is Woo Wednesday, right? So I got a little news about RZA from the Wu-Tang Clan. He dropped a new EP titled Guided Explorations today. All right? It's a 5-track EP. It's part of a collaborative effort with Premier Herbal Tea Tyzo. And he's stationed as the listener's calming guide to revelation. Yeah, the 5 tracks are strategically formulated to help aspiring creatives break through any burdens that may be preventing them from access to their core intuition through the act of meditation. I just want to see if it'll put me to sleep because, I have to listen to the rain and the ocean and midnight, because I'm not in the city no more. So I have to listen to, New York Street sounds to fall asleep at night, mixed with the rain and the ocean and thunder and lightning. That's how I fall asleep every night. So I want to see if it'll put me to sleep. I'm excited to hear that. But that dropped today. All right? So make sure that you tap into that. One last thing. Beginning on Monday, March the 9th. You know, we talked about how Endie is an acronym for Entertainment, News, and Daily Inspiration for Everyone. And we give you everything. We give you all of that. We give you the entertainment, the news. You got us 4 times a week, and you come back and listen to the playback show, so that's your daily. And we're not genre specific at all, so it's for everyone. But we lack the inspiration, all right? We're not consistent at all with the inspiration, or not as much as I want us. So beginning on Monday, March the 9th, I can't give you the name of the show yet. That's still being worked out, but beginning Monday, March the 9th, we will begin our Monday morning motivation, 15 minutes to inspire you throughout the day, as well as the rest of the week. All right? I'm super, super excited for the host of the Monday morning meditation motivation. I'm so excited, the host that I'm bringing in for that show, and you guys will be too. You will be motivated. You will be inspired. You will be empowered. Yes, you will be. All right? That's all I got for you. Rapper KZ is an award-winning artist whose accomplishments include, but are not limited to, first-place winner, the Global Best Song 2015, Top 10 finalist, the Jack Daniels Competition 2015, winner of DJ Khaled's National 16-Bar Competition in 2015, semifinalist of the Unsigned Hype National Competition 2015, all of which were accomplished in a 5-month time span. He went on to become featured artist in XXL Magazine's Freshman Edition 2016 and top 20 national finalist in Sprite B.E.T Hot 16 Competition 2016. Barnyard Boogie. Y'all recognize that? You should. I talked about it enough. Played it enough. This is by KZ featuring Stoney Murphy. Can be purchased at digital stores such as Tidal, Spotify, Amazon, and Google Play. The video was released December 10th, 2019. It is on Vivo and YouTube. You can't find it there. You can always find it on my Facebook page also. It is distributed by Music Mogul Distribution via their CEO, Grammy-nominated rapper-producer Skee-Lo, best known for his 1995 single and video entitled I Wish. Since its release, Barnyard Boogie by KZ has received support from key stations around the world such as 92.9 FM, 93 BLX, 107.3 The Beat, Star 101 FM in Guam, where it was number 1 on the Top 40 Countdown playlist for 1 week and currently still accepting votes for KZ on its website. Nerve DJ's Urban City Radio Show, KFROG 95.1 FM, Power 102 Jams, Whiskey and Cigarettes Radio Show, and 25-plus other syndicated stations. It's no wonder that country fans and line dancers or line dance group enthusiasts worldwide are publishing dance routine videos on YouTube. And that's from Skee-Lo. Endie Fiya listening audience, I present to you this evening. I got a long, title for him right here. Not only is he a global, multi-award-winning artist, but he's the rap artist with the next number 1 country hip-hop song, KZ. What's good?
Hey, what's going on?
How are you?
I'm fine. Yourself? Oh, congratulations on the iHeart situation.
Thank you. I don't know if I told you. I started writing the message halfway asleep, so I probably didn't tell you. But you're like
I saw it.
You're the first official guest to actually be like everything else has been what they've just moved over. But you're the first show. Your show's the first show to actually be the first, to be live on iHeartRadio. So congratulations to you as well. That's you.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, that's dope.
But, I have been dying to get you on the show since I got this track back in January. I know some people are probably sitting there like, what is she talking about, a Barnyard Boogie? Like, you really have had to have been under a rock if you haven't heard this song yet. We got it back in January for the birthday playlist. I actually think it started the birthday playlist that night. And we've gotten, rave reviews about the song here, being played on this show. And then it remains in rotation on on New Music Mondays. It remains in rotation because people can't get enough of this song. So I don't want to spend like the whole show talking about this song, but I want to know about this song. Like, where did the inspiration come from for Barnyard Boogie?
I was on my way to work, and I'm just going to be honest. I heard Blanco Brown, the Get Up challenge that he had, and I just thought it was. I thought it was so cleverly done outside of Lil Nas X's hit song, because everybody was trying to remake that song their own way. So the way he did it was just inspirational. So I noticed that the only thing that two of them were is actual country track. So, I called the producer. I had him make a track. I wanted the, country guitars. I wanted electronic hip-hop guitars. I wanted the harmonica. I just wanted it to have that country feel first. And the action was, I didn't really want to make a song that everybody emulated the same way. I kind of wanted it to be a free-for-all. You listen to it, and however it makes you feel, you do it. So my challenges is different. My challenge is, if you have 1,000 challenges, none of them are going to be the same. They're going to be different people that's doing it their way. And I think that's the first time that that's ever been done. So that's a challenge I'm working with now, and to see people, I'm from Florida, Pensacola, Florida, and to see people all in South Korea doing it in like not even a 90-day span since the song's release is amazing.
I love it. I've only seen, it wasn't until last night that I actually saw the compilation video of so many, people doing their own, and that's when it hit me. Like, I've seen on your IG page, I saw several, but I didn't realize that it wasn't a challenge that, that this is one specific dance, and then you go run with it and you do what you do with it. I didn't realize that, it's you do what you do with it until I saw the compilation. And I was like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? It took on a different meaning for me. And then I did start to go look at other challenges to see, ain't nobody else doing this. Everybody else has a specific, all right, so this is the blank, 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 and now everybody's doing the blank, blank, blank challenge. You know what I mean? And no, they're not. Everybody's just out there doing their own thing and having fun with it. And I think that's what makes it even more special, and it's going to push the song, to a different level, because you're doing something that isn't and hasn't been done before. I love it. I was saying, and not only that, the guy that's featured on there, his name is Stoney Murphy. He had a big Southern Soul record called It's All Right. So I wanted to add, of course, rap, hip-hop on there. I wanted to have a Southern Soul. I wanted to have like a soft rock feel. That's where the harmonica comes in at. Of course, the track is country. And it's just like all that is combined into like a real funky country sound. And, like you said, I wanted everybody doing it their own way. Like that was really key. I didn't want the challenges to be so emulated. But it's going to, now everybody I've sent it to, they have their fans, a coalition of people that emulate their dance. And that's cool because it helps spread the message of the song more. And when they get it, they're like, what's the dance? What's the dance? What's the dance? Because I guess they have the idea of, and I started thinking, well, damn, maybe I should have just did a dance with it. But, it's cool. Like, once it pops, I at least want to say, hey, I did a challenge, and I actually challenged myself to, hey, man, it's thousands of different versions of this song, and that's pretty dope. And now, I watched the video, and in the end of the video, I do see that there's a couple steps that everybody synchronized, and doing. And I thought, oh, that's the dance right there. But then I see everybody go freaking, they're doing their own thing, after they do that. So I'm like, you know what? Nah, I just think you just do your own thing. You know what I'm saying? You put your own spin on it.
Shout out to Crew Country Line Dance, and they were actually the first to do a routine and take time out of their schedule to do it. And they wanted to help me so much with the promotion of, once the video is done, to getting it out there. They got a fan base of over 40,000, so it was a real good jump start.
Wow.
So, in return, I wanted to make sure I highlight their company, highlight their steps in the video as a thank you. So, mad salutes to them.
That's what's up. So let's go back now to the very beginning. All right.
Okay.
Where did your inspiration for this music thing come from? Are you rooted in music? Like, were you in the church, and or do you come from a musical family, or where did you get your start from?
I'm actually just probably the first. I didn't get it from the church. I can say that I didn't get it from a musical background. I did however, get it into. I used to write poetry a lot, and I did drawing. So I guess you can tie it all into art. And then it started from there. And then when groups like, I guess at the time, Another Bad Creation, and the New Edition, like the young groups, that pretty much kind of introduced me into the music side. It looked fun. It looked cool. It was playground, just stuff I can relate to as a kid. And I kind of tied that into rap. Like when I got old, I say like 11 to 12, I really started paying attention and being influenced by, a lot of the artists from, the East Coast. And it just, I guess music just in general is something that stuck with me since age 9 years old. And I became real serious and actually thought that, hey, man, I'm pretty good at this. At probably like 14. At first, it was just a lot of clumsy words I was just throwing around. But then, as you got older, and the more you stick with something, it starts to make more sense.
So how would you describe your musical style? Like if somebody were to listen to you for the first time and Barnyard Boogie was the song that they heard first, and then with you being from Florida, would they think that, all of your music sounds this way? Or was this just something that, I wanted to do, I did it, and now I'm back to what I'm used to?
I call it the curse of perfection. And what I mean by that is there's this guy who the guy heard it, and he immediately thought I was from Kentucky or Tennessee or, Georgia. The last place he would have thought is a beach state like Florida. So I guess I did such a good job just trying something out for the first time that, it kind of gives you the impression that, hey, man, like this is this artist. I liked it, country music, but I didn't understand it like my aunt, liked it. I didn't understand the storylines of it or the passion or none of that until I was actually doing this record. I listened to a lot of country records. I listened to the way it was formatted, the way they did it, and I tied that into like my own way of doing it. So it is something that I had so much fun doing it that I'm going to do an entire EP. I don't know what it's going to be called yet. I know it's going to drop this summer. But trying this, I actually do enjoy it.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's something
awesome.
that I tried for the first time.
And so, all right, so you're sticking with this for right now. But prior to this, what was your style like? Were you hardcore rapper? Were you, all hip hop? Were you a little bit of R&B? I mean, what were you prior to this right here? Because I don't think I want to listen to you prior to this. Like this is how I know you right here, right now. So moving forward, this is how I know KZ. You know what I mean? So, but before this, how would you describe your style?
Before this, it was a lyrical, gritty, like I always want to show my lyrical ability. Yeah, always. That's where you see the, I auditioned for B.E.T. Freestyle Friday. I'm one of those, but you would never tell it from this because it's so condensed into like just like a 1-2 type rhyme format. And it's something that I really, really had to get used to because I'm more of a rapid punch fire type rapper, and but I've exhausted that possibility so much, and I've accomplished so much that I wanted to challenge myself outside of my element. And, that's why I went this lane. It wasn't really because, I heard Old Town Road or the Get Up Challenge. I actually just thought it was real cool the way they did it, and I just wanted to hear how I would sound if I would try it out. And, but yeah, that's been my style, like a real conscious, rapid fire lyrical cat. And that's pretty much it. Built my whole career. I called No Peace, which is kind of like a more conscious, black community. We're going through this, we're going through that, injustice, that type of record. And to this contest called the Naked Song, to where the winner gets to get flown to L.A. and collab with Snoop Dogg and create a song with him. And I submitted that song, and out of 100,000 people, it was selected top 20. That means out of 100,000, they're going to submit 20 songs to him to pick to choose, and he chose that song. So I got to go up there. I got to meet Snoop. We collabed. He wanted to get on that record. He didn't want to create anything new. He liked that record as well. So because of that, I wasn't able to get the support that I wanted from having a Snoop Dogg feature because it was so direct. It was nothing for radio.
Yeah.
But at the time, I just wrote it as like an underground song. I didn't think it was going to, win a global competition, but it did. And so what I did was I remixed the song to fit more of like it was just a typical like street record with Snoop on the hook, and me and another guy named LaTruth, shout out to LaTruth, we did it, and now it got the radios. Now it's something that they could play on the radio, in the clubs, and it actually ended up winning an award in 2017 at the HMMA, the Hollywood Music Awards.
Music Awards, yeah.
Yeah, so I say all that because I always been the type since this song to go outside the box and try to do it to where it'll work, and that's what really inspired this record. That's pretty much my mindset when creating music as well. I like to think outside the box for it to be successful.
Shout out to LaTruth. I'm hearing that name like back to back here. And I had no idea.
Yeah, shout out
to
Truth.
The night did, that you're the connect between, the show and Big Greg and Cody. So thank you, for that right there. Do you hope? Shout out to Big Grub, Big Greg, LaTruth, Cody. Those are the guys who I work with to push that Snoop record. So that's how we formed our relationship. And shout out to them. When I win, I like to see other people winning, and they're definitely one of the people I pretty much root and vouch for. Exactly. That's how it should be across the board. Everyone should have that mentality, I feel. People get so self-centered, and it's all about me, and they don't think about those that, are cheering for them on the sides and those that they're collaborating with, and, it's always about me, and never about us. And so I think more artists should be that way. When you look at all of your accolades that you've obtained thus far, and I'm looking at them, I read them, so you guys heard them. What do you hope for Barnyard Boogie? What do you want to see it do? I want to see it do. I feel like it's going to reach a global scale, and that's the only thing that I haven't accomplished, in my whole career. Every artist that does this and is listening, you picture yourself, on TV, you picture yourself like just people noticing who you are. That's the hardest part about an artist is you can have the greatest material, but until it gets there, nobody will really know who you are, your story, the story behind the music and stuff to that. So you just want to be able to have the opportunity to introduce them to who you are as a person, musician, whatever, through music. So I feel like Barnyard Boogie is so on time with, the whole country rap era reintroducing itself and being successful, and people pretty much now, instead of jumping into
the rap trap era, and that's a long line to try to be different from. You can jump in the Lil Nas X, the Blanco Brown. You can in the shorter line, and if you have that material, people are pretty much going to gravitate to it. And I think that's what music is slowly doing. Everybody is kind of, not just in rap, even in Southern Soul and blues, you'll see the cowboy hats and stuff like that. So I just feel like it's perfect timing, and I want to introduce it to the world my way. You know, it's not the Get Up, it's not, you know, Lil Nas X. It's something that everybody is gravitating to the same way those two records are. So I see myself in the same position, if not bigger, than they were just at, success-wise, with this song.
Well, I want you to go ahead and introduce it to the world your way, right here on Endie Fiya right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and gents, this is KZ from Pensacola, Florida, and what you're listening to right now exclusively on Endie Fiya Radio is Barnyard Boogie featuring Stoney Murphy. Right now, let's get it.
Everybody in the place, mosey on to the floor. To the floor, mosey on to the floor. Everybody in the place, mosey on to the floor. To the floor, mosey on to the floor. I'm headed to the barnyard to get loose. Turning up, going hard with my crew. Moving to the floor, everybody from the line. It don't matter how you dance, let's have a good time. I just wanna see you barnyard boogie, barnyard boogie, barnyard to the club, everybody boogie, barnyard boogie, barnyard boogie, barnyard to the club, everybody boogie. First off, I'ma tap my feet, clap my hands while I listen to the beat. Got a little bit of trap with a country swing, so I add a little rap with a country slang. Now the 808 bumping, got the place jumping. Get up out the seat, baby, shake a little something. Put it on my horse like a rodeo. KZ about to hit you with the do-si-do. Little cute young filly, say she from the city. Even though I'm drunk, she wanna cut a roll with me. Put on my boots, cause it's time to get busy. Hand me my guitar, give me my whiskey. To the barnyard to get loose. Turning up, going hard with my crew. Moving to the floor, everybody from the line. It don't matter how you dance, let's have a good time. I just wanna see you barnyard boogie, barnyard boogie, barnyard to the club, everybody boogie, barnyard boogie, barnyard boogie, barnyard to the club, everybody boogie. Alright y'all, let me see you step. Slide to the right, now glide to the left. You can do it by yourself, you don't need no help. Little city boy swag, but it's country feel. And my pockets way bigger than a country belt. With a cup full of drink, getting drunk as hell. Couple people in the club about to mosey in. 1 o'clock still going, let the party begin. Now, look at how she move that caboose. Now, love it when a woman get loose. Now, juicy, last name fruit. Say she wanna dance, baby, hold my boot. I'm headed to the barnyard to get loose. Turning up, going hard with my crew. Moving to the floor, everybody from the line. It don't matter how you dance, let's have a good time. I just wanna see you barnyard boogie, barnyard boogie, barnyard to the club, everybody boogie, barnyard boogie, barnyard boogie, barnyard to the club, everybody boogie. Hey yo, KC. Hey, let me see if I can get a swing of this thing right quick, man. Show them how we do it in the backwoods. They gon' slide with me now. Drink a little, smoke a little pine with me now. View to the left and the right with me now. Country boy getting buck wild in the city now. Boogie, got them moves to coast. I'm on y'all tripping like a rodeo. Shorty do some price and a camel toe. Tell me what you're working with. Take it to the floor.
Hey yo, what's good? It's your boy Jerusalem from the Scarfella Music Group, and you on the air with the hottest station, Endie Fiya, with your host, Lil Timmy and Nakia, right here on the station bringing you all the hottest hip hop hits. Endie Fiya, let's get it.
If you're just tuning in, you're live right here on Endie Fiya with your girl Nakia and my very, very, very special guest, KZ. You just heard him, Barnyard Boogie featuring Stoney Murphy. Yo, if you don't believe me, you heard the track. That will be the next #1 country hip hop song globally.
Yes, sir.
You heard it. Yes. Yo, I gotta catch my breath. It's like as soon as the beat drop, like I'm always just up. You know, I can't wait for it to get hot where I am so my windows can drop and I can just blast that. I can't wait. And people, you pull up to the light and they be like, yo, who is that? Yeah, I'm ready for that.
Yeah.
I'm so ready for that.
Everybody out there, like, it doesn't do you justice on the phone. You have to put it in that system and you'll feel the entire impact of it.
Yes, I'm traveling like every weekend. I'm on the road, so I'm on somebody's interstate like burning rubber, and when you are wide open on the highway and you hear it through your system, it's a whole different level. So yeah, I love it. Definitely, it's in my playlist. I hear it multiple times a day because I'm listening to music all day long. So you guys need to support just like I do. All right. Which ingredient do you feel makes you such a unique and special independent artist?
I just put time in it. What I noticed about what I used to do, I used to just have an idea and just freestyle something. Not freestyle like the typical way. I didn't really put much thought in it. It's kind of like picking the title of a book and you just, jot. Some of it will make sense, some of it will not make sense, and then at the end you will lead to what the whole story was. So I guess just song formatting. I actually write to you can kind of, when I was listening to that song just now, I can kind of see it word for word. So it's like a movie. So I would say I'm real good at tying everything, and you can visually see it as you listen to the music. So I kind of wanted to perfect that because it's better, to me personally, that you can kind of follow what somebody is saying visually rather than just, being imaginative and just jotting stuff down and just, calling it a record. I feel like that's happening too much now with music.
Yeah. So in mentioning that right there, back up to, say, 2014, 2015, when all of this music that you were putting out was doing so well, you won all of these awards, to what you're writing now. Have you been able to hear growth in your music, see growth in yourself as an artist?
What I do is, and I advise all the artists to do this, drop a project. It don't matter if it's 3 to 5 songs or whatever, and then, give it 6 months. In 6 months or whenever you drop your next project, if you don't hear growth in each one, not a single, because the single is going to the single is going to tie into whatever the title of the project you're working on. So the only way to see growth is to pick a new title and go from there, a whole new batch of songs. So when you say 2015, when I think at the time I did something called Block Burners Volume 1. It was a mixtape. And then 2017, I did History in the Making. I can hear the difference between both. One was a street record. One was pretty much saying, hey, I know I'm going to be one of the best with this. So you have to see growth in whatever you're doing. You can't just be repetitive. And like I said before, I mean no disrespect, but that is just going on so much now in music that it feel like we're losing it because everything is just cookie cutter. And I feel like all the artists, everything is cookie cutter, and it don't matter how you do it. And I feel like we're missing on we don't even know how talented these artists really are, and it's because they're restricted to just a certain style and a way of doing things. But yeah, to answer your question, that's pretty important to me to make sure that I'm better than my last project all the time.
Yeah, I feel like nobody now is stepping outside of the box Everybody's emulating what the last person has done, sound-wise, movement. Nobody knows how to be original anymore. And Greg and I talked about that, in depth on Tuesday. The need to be able to not only hear growth in your music, but see growth in yourself as an artist. And that was very important what you said. A lot of people don't use a timeline, and that 6 months is perfect right there to be able to see the growth in yourself. And something I want to throw in also is, don't let your friends be the ones who measure your growth either, because your friends can tell you that's the best shit that you put out, and you send that music off to, a station for airplay. They decline your music, and you wonder why I'm steadily getting declined. I'm not getting the airplay that I know that I deserve because my friends told me that this was fire, and that's because your friends told you that it was fire. You know what I mean? So invest in yourself. While you're right there giving that advice, if there were an artist who are listening right now who, they might have been following you for a while, or they may be a brand new, follower, but they've heard Barnyard Boogie and they've seen and read about all of your accomplishments, and they're thinking to themselves, like, you know what, I might have the next number one country hip-hop song that I'm sitting on right now, but they may be a little fearful and they don't know the next step that they need to take. What additional pieces of advice could you offer this up-and-coming artist?
Well, the first step is believe in it. Like you said, regardless of, because you're going to get people who may not understand. I say when people hear songs, it takes them about 3 times to listen to it. The first time it's probably going to sound like something that's already out there, so it's going to seem like you're emulating. The second is, hey, it is, because I hear that now. I hear that a lot.
I laugh. I'm sorry. I'm laughing.
Everybody's trying to do
That's
this.
how I critique music. I got to listen to it 3 to 4 times before I can sit down and give you an honest critique. Yeah.
And then the second thing is just, you're not going to really have the money to do what you want to do with it. Because if you did, you would know exactly what campaigns to take, who to get it to, what program directors to reach out to. You'll just have the budget to push it. But, and my advice is, send it out to DJs. You just have to send it out to DJs, see what radio stations are available that you can send it to. Everybody has a story. See if you can send your. See, with me, it was easy once I got, Snoop, because I can tie that story into a new song or a new, hey, check this out. I got Snoop on a song, and I use that. So you have to build a resume to where it gives you leverage of giving somebody an idea of knowing who you are instead of just saying, check this song out. Check this song out, because they're gonna shoot that down. You're gonna get a lot of rejection. You're gonna get a lot of people who don't know you. You're gonna get people to pretty much tell you that's not what we're looking for.
Nope.
But you just gotta stay persistent. You gotta stay persistent and consistent and believe in it. Believe that, hey, I don't have the money, but I can get it to this person. Our biggest reward is social media. You don't have to know these people to do it like they did back in the day and take it state to state in your trunk. We have all access. So I would utilize it, from all levels.
Right there, guys. I tell you, when these artists come on the show and they drop these gems, make sure that you're soaking that all in, because a lot of this information is, it's tried and true. So they're giving you information that they've experienced, they've gone through themselves, and now they're sharing it with you. So don't only make that, don't sit on it, but make it applicable to your music career and other, parts of your life as well. All right?
Right.
Which do you prefer, studio work or performing live?
Performing live. Because you see that studio work come to life and you get to express it, for everybody else to enjoy. And, that's when you're creating and you're in the studio, you're the only person in the engineer and whoever you bring in the studio are going to get to enjoy that record. Now, afterwards, and you get it on stage, that's the test. That's when you gotta perform it. You gotta be the actor to the script. And I feel like that's the best part, to see people have standing ovation, whatever they're going to do. That's what makes it worth it. The record that you just did worth it. To perform it and, see people's reaction to it. So I say perform it all day, every day.
I think that is what most artists say. I don't think I've had one artist to say studio work, except for the one who was still getting over, stage fright, and I said with Sweetheart.
Yeah.
You gotta break through that. Studio. You know what I'm saying? You gotta break through that. But seeing that you've experienced so many successful moments thus far, I know that you probably run across, one or two or three, four haters in your music career. Have you suffered any skepticism or resistance from other, your peers because of everything that you've been successful?
Yeah, to be honest, like my family is, and I love them to death, but, to them, I'm no longer Sammy, let me just put it out like that. The moment I became successful musically is, for some reason, they feel like KZ is too good for, the brothers to come over, to kick it, to do whatever. And I think in my heart that I think it's a little resentment and jealousy. I wouldn't call it hate, but I mean, it gets to a point to where I figured you was too busy. I figured you, like a simple phone call. My number hasn't changed. So I get that a lot. And it's upsetting because nobody is creating the wedge but them. It's not me. I can see if every time they're called I was busy or I made excuses, I didn't. So it's like I immediately got shifted from, the time. And it's probably been 9 months since I talked to anybody in my family. And to be honest, that's kind of like the gift and the curse of it, because you can tell them, hey, just call me. My number hasn't changed. You could always come by, call me if you need me. And they, my family, I'm just speaking, from my point of view, I figured you were too busy, so I didn't. And when that happens, it has to be some type of jealousy or envy on what you become. And that's what I go through. And it's sad, and that's the hard part of it.
Wow. That's the first. That's the first, because most people, their family is very supportive of their career, of what they're trying to achieve, if they're trying to better themselves and, the lives of their family. Most people are excited for you. And they, I hear artists talk about the resistance that they get from, other peers. Nobody has mentioned, the uninvolvement from their family. That's a very transparent moment right there, but it's real. And not only in people's music careers, you got family members who don't want to see you succeed in everyday life. They shit on you because you got a job promotion. You know what I mean? So and that's sad, because with life not being promised to you, we see that daily. People getting snatched up, daily. People getting killed daily. And so it would seem like in these times you would want to be there for your family. That's just my opinion, Wow. Well, I'm hoping
it's real. Because you can always expect.
I want them to keep that same energy, though, when, your name is really up there in lights and you're doing major things, making major moves. I want them to keep that same energy. I don't want them to need you. I don't want you to change your number or nothing. Keep that same number, but I want them to keep that same energy. Because, people tend to, when you're making big money, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, that's my cousin. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother. Everybody is on a bandwagon then, but nah, y'all keep that same energy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to your queen also. I normally like to get some shout-outs in, and normally I forget about it, but shout out to her. I see how much she supports you, and I saw her in the video as well. And so that's black love right there, and I love to see that. Even though y'all see me, I joke on Facebook a lot about, the men and whatever and all the men that I have, but, I'm all for black love, and so I love that right there.
Right. And that was important. That was important to do that. It really was. It was important to me to do that. I felt like you just said, she held me down for so many years, and, it's different when you're on the outside supporting, and for me to say, come on in, this is your shot, and when it's over with, she can see it. If it hits 1 million+ views, pretty much on Front Street right along with me in this one,
right.
So that was pretty cool. That means a lot, looking at that.
I want to jump into this second track that I have, It's All Right. You want to talk about that just a little bit? I know you mentioned it earlier, just in passing, but you want to talk about it again just a little bit before I play it?
Now, the crazy thing about that song is, and I didn't even think about it at the time, we used to do something called Microphone Monday here in Pensacola. Every artist that's in this city has came to Microphone Monday and performed. It was a platform where we rented out the club every week on a Monday. All the artists got there. It was like $5, $10 to get to perform, and it just gave you stage exercise. But at the time, my manager was Stoney Murphy. So, he was the actual one who really taught me how to rap. I always knew how to rap until I got in the studio. Then it was a whole different ball game. So he was the one who taught me the format of studio recording. Yeah. So fast forward years later, he blow up with this song called It's All Right. It's really called Sugarfoot, but the hook is pretty much It's All Right. Now, the song that we do together after all those years was It's All Right. And it's, because he does Southern Soul, I needed somebody with a soulful voice to sing the hook. And it's just something that we came up with to where we kind of wanted to show appreciation to the woman that's been holding us down. So despite what people may think, it's all right. So it's kind of like that Nelly, whatever, Kelly from Destiny's Child. It got that vibe to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you want to go ahead and introduce it?
Yeah, this is KZ once again, and this is my next single called It's All Right, featuring Stoney Murphy right here on Indie Radio. Y'all enjoy.
Hey, it's gonna be all right. Hey, baby, it's all right. Hey, baby, it's all right. From afar, trying to notice who you are. Shouty say she independent. Own money, own car, own house, own job. Less relationship was hard, I feel that. I know just how to break a woman's heart, I did that. Just trying to be a player, I'm ashamed I live that. But maybe with a little conversation, we can chase love, all we gotta do is taste it. We can fly above all the drama and the hatred. Here's my phone number, all you gotta do is take it. Made a few mistakes, but together we can laugh through it. And they ain't after what you got, I'm trying to add to it. For real. Say what they wanna, baby, I don't care. Alright. You see the fact doesn't matter, ain't going nowhere. They ain't got a clue about the shit we been through. Hold it down for me and I'ma represent you. Yeah. Hold it down for me and I'ma represent you. Hold it down for me, hold it down for me. Hold it down for me and I'ma represent you. Hold it down for me, hold it down for me. Hold it down for me and I'ma represent you. Miss Bunny, Mr. Clyde, it's alright. Long long as we got each other's side, we gon' shine. Bright enough to make the haters blind in both eyes. Anything you wanna do in life, I co-sign. No matter how you let the people watch, it's showtime. Baby, you so fine, that's why I just wanna kiss you on your cheek to make you feel good. Kiss your lips to make you feel real, real good. Swag it out. All the ladies testify to what I'm talking about. Cause everybody need love, everybody need hugs for somebody that's worth it. Showing you you're perfect. Sing it to him, Stone and Murphy. Cause it's alright.
Say what they wanna, baby, I don't care. Alright. You see the fact doesn't matter, ain't going nowhere. They ain't got a clue about the shit we been through. Hold it down for me and I'ma represent you. Yeah, hold it down for me and I'ma represent you.
Hold it down for me, hold it down for me, and I'ma represent you. Hold it down for me, hold it down for me,
hold it down for me and I'ma represent you. In the bucket, she out like bucket. It can't be you, and I don't mind a little cute time. Every minute feels like deja vu. It's alright, cause we don't entertain them. These fine niggas that can't fade us. To the haters, thanks cause you made us. They try to knock us, but we keep getting greater and greater, baby. They can say what they wanna, baby, I don't care. It's alright. You see the fact doesn't matter, ain't going nowhere. Never give up. They ain't got a clue about the shit we been through. Hold it down for me and I'ma represent you. Yeah. Hold it down for me and I'ma represent you.
hold it down for me, hold it down for me, and I'ma represent you. Hold it down for me, hold it down for me,
hold it down for me and I'ma represent you.
Hold it down for me and I'ma represent you.
Hey, if you're just tuning in, you're live right here on Endie Fiya with your girl Nakia. And that right there was KZ featuring Stoney Murphy with It's All Right. I like that.
You like that?
Yes. So that's not out yet?
Nah, that's not out.
Guys, you know how I get when I play something for the first time, right? Yes.
Yeah.
You get the one.
Exclusively right here.
Mm-hmm. I love exclusives. I love debuts. I love being the first out. I love it. I want to go ahead and give you the opportunity now. I want to say thank you because I didn't get to talk to you before the show started. So I want to say thank you for being able to join me this evening. You could have been anywhere, but you took the time to give so freely of yourself to share with me and my listening audience all about yourself and your passion for this music industry. So thank you. We wish you much success. Once you're on the show, you're a part of our family. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be bugging you all the time, you know, especially with this new track right here. We're going to get that in rotation as well. And you know you're going to be playing Barnyard Boogie because we got to push that to a global level, guys, all right? And I'm going to depend on my listening audience to make that happen, all right? So thank you again for being here with me this evening. I want to go ahead and open up the floor to you now so that you can get all of your contact information out for those who may be listening live, for those who may come back and listen on one of the many playback shows to include iHeartRadio, yes. For those, you know, who may be interested in purchasing your music, of course, if they want to know about tour dates, if they want to get you on a collab, I don't know, for whatever reason they may need to get in contact with you, the floor is now yours.
Right. First and foremost, my pleasure. It's been a pleasure being here. You've been a gracious host. I enjoyed it. And, you know, shout out again to, you know, the iHeartRadio situation, well-deserved. So major salute and shout out to, you know, Endie Fiya Radio. I really enjoyed it. And for the listeners out there, you can reach me on Instagram at of course, KZ_the artist. You can reach me on Twitter at KZJohnson_1. You can find me on Vivo, which is KZ Vivo, all one word. And contact info is you can email me for any collabs, any booking, anything at KZBookingJohnson85 @gmail.com. And, you know, out there, Facebook. You can reach me at just type in KZ in the Facebook search bar. That'll pull up the fan page. If not, you know, it's facebook.com/KZ the artist, all one word. and it'll pull up that way as well. So as far as the song, there's a Barnyard Boogie challenge that's going on right now. Doesn't have to be line dance. It's just any way you feel yourself and the record makes you feel to dance to, just record yourself dancing, post it with @Barnyard Boogie Challenge, and post it for us to check it out and share as well. So I appreciate your support. I appreciate you listening and checking out the music. I hope you like it. And once again, I want to give a shout-out to all the fans out there, all the people that supporting, of course, the Barnyard Boogie record, Music Mogul for the distribution. The song is available on all your digital distribution sites. So, if you want to purchase the record and support, you can do so on any digital platform. Shout out to Skee-Lo. Shout out to my family, my kids, Kenyatta Celestine, my mentor, David Malone. Shout out Skee-Lo. And, shout out to you, taking time out your busy schedule to find out more about me as an artist and, supporting the record. So salute and many blessings to you.
There you have it. Thank you again so much for joining me this evening. Guys, it's been fun, but I got to run. Make sure you're back here 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday. Me and Susie and I back on the couch. Bottle of wine, and we're ready. All right? So make sure that you're right back here live with us on Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, you guys have a good night.